It's a good day. So today I was feeling a little bit down. I was feeling like absolute shit. Um, and you gotta always think positive, and you gotta always think in a positive light, because at the end of the day, you go through a lot. You go through a lot of decisions and a lot of trauma. The only thing to deal with that trauma, and the only way to deal with it, is to basically confront yourself, tell yourself, why am I feeling this way, what is it that's making me feel this way, and come to a solution uh, that life has its ups and downs, life has obstacles, but you got to overcome them. We go through a lot every day, so we need to actually give ourselves that moment of peace of mind. Peace of mind meaning, you feel good in your heart, in a positive, and you think positive all the time. So today, we are going to a book fair, a book launch. So I will post it up here. There is a book launch in Amshlanga called Books and Chai. So we're going to check that out. And I wanted to bring you along. Plus, I'm bringing my books along as well. I've got a little bit books left. And I'm still going to be writing. Um, I just moved in with my mom because I'm working on that big project. Uh, it's going to take some time, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. Um, and yeah, so I'm staying with my mom. Uh, I find it okay, yeah, but it is what it is. So yeah, today will be a nice day. We're gonna go and check the books and chai. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys. So while we wait for my mom and sister to get ready, um, I wanted to speak to you about what's actually happening with this channel. It's not a launch, but it's just taking you in a step of enlightenment, basically. So since we reached 1K on here, I want you to throw a celebration. So we'll be throwing a celebration soon. Also, I got some new stuff that's happening on this channel. Um, New things that are going to happen. Amazing things. We've got some new products that are launching. I can't say what is happening, but just know big things are happening. Real big things are happening. So aside from that, the podcast is still happening. We're still gonna launch episodes. The next episode that you'll see, that you listen to, will be of my story, because a lot of guests. We had a lot of guests, and we had a lot of people on the podcast. We had a lot of guests on the podcast, which I enjoyed having those guests. We had a guest from London, one of my good friends. What was his name again? Uncle David Booth. So he's my mentor. He's been with me through a lot. Starting with Herbalife Nutrition, it's been amazing. It's been really sensational. Yeah. So aside from Herbalife, we got some amazing products. I will tell you guys soon. And yeah, it's just growing exponentially. The reason why I had to stay with my mom is because I had to focus on my business. I had to focus on the things that I need to get done. Because they had my dad, I couldn't focus. I needed to focus. Because there's a lot of things that are happening. That is happening. Digital Lion's name, my company Digital Lion, the name has been changed to Golden Main Studios. However, the Instagram page is down. Something's wrong with the Instagram. It's not loading my pages. so all of my profiles are gone. The Golden Mean Studios profile of picture of tons of pictures just gone like that. So it's a bit stressful at this point. Thinking about it, I don't know, what's going to happen. But all I know is that it's gonna be fantastic. So stay tuned because you know aside from the Instagram page being down, a lot of new things are gonna come. We still waiting for Instagram to sort their situation out. So once that's happening, then we'll post on Instagram. But uh, uh, we have so so aside from that happening, Digital Lion has changed its name. My company, Digital Lion, uh, I changed my company from Digital Lion to Golden Wing Studios. You'll find out why um, in a little bit, but I thought I'd tell you now. It's gonna be amazing. We got some big plans with Golden Wing Studios now. It's gonna be fantastic. And yeah, enough rambling. I will see you guys there. Alright, so guys, we're on the way. I got my books. If you haven't purchased a copy yet, it's in the link in the description. Agent Giovanni. It's Stockbroker by day, undercover agent by night. Uh, yeah, together with his family, he works tirelessly to bring one of the most notorious criminal gangs down. Yeah, so it's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, now's your chance. In the description below is the link. Also, if you check about channel, you'll find it there. And yeah, I'll see you guys there.
In my dreams I see the sunrise in Milan, through the canals of a Venice gondola.
So guys, we made it here to the apartment hotel, Amslanga apartment hotel. So the book fair is gonna be here. We're trying to see where it is, which floor. But yeah, check with you in a bit.
Genres like Chatsworth and now Durban Indians. You've accounted in various ways for why this transition and the need for it, and I think that it's been endorsed by many of the speakers here. I want to return to the example that Kanthan Pillay raised related to Mr. Sunny Singh's memorial service on Tuesday. One of the more interesting things, now those of us that knew Sunny Singh better in the last, say in my case, 15 years, we worked very closely with the Monty Naika Commemoration Museum, which morphed into South African making. I want to make a comment about that. One of the more interesting things that happened at the funeral service was that the mayor of Durban found it necessary in his tribute to pay a great tribute to the history of Indians and their contribution to the politics of both KwaZulu Natal and South Africa. And he placed Sunny squarely in that context. Now, I knew Sunny well enough to know that Sunny would have been, I think, deeply offended by the fact that he was contextualized as a South African Indian contributor to liberation, as opposed to somebody who fought alongside the African comrades to achieve a South African national unity, free of the tag of being Indian. Okay? So, in a sense, the issue around sandwiches were far less important than the way in which people conveyed their perception of the man. And I think that in that respect, there will be a sequel to that, I'm sure, in terms of our post-mortem when we do our tribute to him, which is going to come up. So for me, I think that part of the need for people, statesmen like the one I've mentioned, to stand on public platforms and to extol the virtues of Indians may arise from the fact that we've gone into this hagiographic mode now, where we want to praise ourselves for everything that we've done and we've been persecuted for. Do you think
that's the question of you want to be South African first. So you fill in these forms for finally something. You get rejected because you're not exactly who you're supposed to be.
Alright, so we made it to the event. It was very nice. So we are here for Nanda Sooben calendar presentation. So I was in CF80, Center of Fine Arts Animation and Design, as you saw in the previous clip. It was a very, very amazing school. I learned a lot there. The only reason I dropped out was because I felt like I wasn't good enough, and I felt like I wasn't talented enough. But at the same time, you've got to also look at things in a way where a lot of people feel doubt, a lot of people feel fear, but at the same time, you should also realize that through their fear became greatness. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest because he was scared. He became the greatest because he pushed through. Even if you feel fear, even if you feel scared, you should still push through. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when you feel scared to do something, know that fear is nothing but an illusion. So you gotta push through. I pushed through with these books. I wrote for 3 years. I stood there and I wrote. I really wrote. I wrote everything that I want to write. I became an author because I knew that I wanted to share my stories with the world. I wanted to share my stories with people that had the same mindset. So yeah, we will get to meet Nanda Sooben. He's just preparing, I think, but I don't know if he's gonna come back. But I think he's preparing for it, for his thing. I think it will be just now, so we're gonna go see it, and yeah, hopefully give him a copy of my book. He was my principal, by the way, so he owned CF80. I studied with him, and it was amazing. So hopefully I get to let you guys meet him and have some words of wisdom.
The thing is, every year I have to choose something to celebrate on the calendar. I do use my cartoons just to show what is happening and stuff like that. But I try to have a theme. The last 2 years was about, last year was about the brave woman who stood up with stupid men. Understand? Okay, last year I did a calendar of brave woman who stood up with stupid men. And the time speaking of stupid men. And it's very seldom that I would try to use a man to celebrate on the calendar. Unless he's a great sportsman or maybe fought war, someone like that. When Steve Patel passed away, I did a calendar with all the great people who came out of the about Steve Patel, Ronnie Governor, Orukal. They were in my calendar. You see, I chose Konadi. I chose Konadi the first time I had people giving speech. But I was also scared that what if there was something that would come out of the commission? But I was convinced when I had him speak, I could see he was telling the truth. And when someone to stand up and speak, it's very, very rare. And to stand up and speak about all the politicians, including the president, the minister of police, everybody, he stood up and spoke. That said something, and I was convinced. And I knew that I needed to pay tribute to him. And it's not easy if you want to get your calendars bought, you need to have something fancy on the front page. Not many people recognize Konadi, but they need to get to know him better. I mean, if you take someone like Julie Mandela, when she first started speaking out, people didn't think the one who was speaking out against Zuma, the guy who actually chose her and she was speaking out, and people were surprised. And then you have Konadi actually standing up speaking. There are people like this, but we need to put them up front so that people know that we have some truth in this country, because we're basically living with corruption.
So,
Who's the young man there that's bringing it
oh,
forward?
he's just a hired artist. He's my son. Okay, come here. You can just come. People want to photo. You can come stand behind there.
Yeah, he's blocking himself.
And I think that this is so apt as well. It was not planned at all. But this, he's 8 years old, and Nanda, I'm not even going to guess his age. But it just shows the generations coming together.
So as we went to that book fair, it was really amazing. I met Nanda Sooben. So Nanda Sooben was with me in college. He was my professor, well, my principal actually, and I studied with him a couple of years. I think I only did like 2 years or 1 year, but I dropped out of campus because I thought I wasn't a good enough artist. But it got me thinking that if I didn't drop out, if I pushed through, where would I have been? And it's really amazing to think about that, because you're thinking about, being an artist, being a graphic designer in a way, and art is a form of a masterpiece, and every person can create their masterpiece in their own unique way. So yeah, I really enjoyed today. It was really nice, and it was really amazing meeting Nanda Sooben after so long. Launching his new calendar. I remember getting those calendars in campus. We used to get it at the end of the year or at the end of the term, and it was a nice experience. I enjoyed it. What was fun about campus was going out with my friends and also drawing as well. Learning to draw properly. I learned different styles of drawing, different methods, and it was really amazing. And I learned a lot. But the only thing I didn't learn was how to stay focused and stay grounded on my goals, because I didn't teach that myself, that I didn't have the discipline to go forth with my decision. I didn't have the discipline. So that's why I'm telling you guys that no matter what it is you want to do, keep pushing, keep pushing, because at the end of the day, your flowers will grow, and you will see those flowers grow. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, share, subscribe. The video was sale, and I'm out.